have the Kimmy up for grabs, but instead, here comes Aura locking in that Masha.
Masha being the first pick, if you can see it already, you're missing out on experience. People have their phones out in support of this final game.
Look at them illuminating the entirety of Asiata Arena. That's just one small portion that we're looking at first. And on the Evos side, I wish the camera would be able to pan how beautiful this side is. Everyone here all gathered up to celebrate beautiful matches of Mobile Legends to be played.
7 more seconds until RRQ come in with their next their next pick for this matchup. It's going to be the Cloud as well as the Export. They want something super safe for this final game.
We've seen Export as one of the core picks, and with this Kaja coming in, it's going to try to lock things up and perhaps pick off that Cloud if they were to actually jump in with a battle mirror image, taking the pain, of course. But then again, it really depends on how they actually pull this one up. Now they go in for the Kimmy, but looking into this second phase here, Lolita, let's talk about that Lolita here. May just be banned away or now be picked off from the side of RRQ, but they opt to go in for the Chang'e. So, hitting into his side.
That's gonna be, I mean, overall, I think the draft is so far going pretty much in anybody's favor. Like, it's pretty 50-50 overall. Evos Esports, on the other hand, get the first ban of the second phase, and they kind of want to determine whether or not they want to get rid of a particular tank because they too are lacking that tank. But RRQ have the flexibility of the Export.
Well, we talked about the Export so much, and last game we saw the Export pulling a Masha. Could they turn this one around? Because RRQ now has got this pick, and they have the same sort of idea as what Evos pulled out in game number 6, game 7. This is the decider. This is one game away from that throne, and they go in with this high loss pick as they have the Valor locked away. No more these mages here. So many of them been banned away, and you won't see Lilia coming into play as well.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they decide to go for something like the Lunox as well as potentially the Lolita. However, they're going to be lacking a lot of wave clear overall. So I don't know. For me, I feel like RRQ, their draft is pretty solid, but we have to see what Evos Legends are going to be locking in for their final pick, their final team composition of the M1 tournament.
All their lives, they've been working so hard for this very final moment. They have so much passion burning inside them, and they're not looking to extinguish it for now. Here comes, you talk about Lunox, they're bringing them alongside with the Basia.
Wow. I'm surprised they want to go with the Baxia because, again, Akai is on the table and can actually deal with a lot of that push. However, they will need to play this extremely smart. If Baxia falls behind, it's going to be a tough road up ahead.
Well, it's really hard for a Baxia to fail. We've seen so many great wins. Zace, the one drafting this one out, it's going to be that Gusion. Lemon is sure of this.
I'm genuinely surprised. I didn't expect them to go for something like a Gusion in this final matchup. This is going to be a tough bout for both sides because, again, level 4 is super important. They both don't exactly have an early game composition on either side, so I don't expect the invades to begin, but surprise me at this point.
Well, surprises. We've seen Gusion, of course, somewhere early in the series. We saw Evos trying to opt for that sort of pick, but it was really hard to even dive all the way in. And now, with that sort of Baxia pick, I'm not sure if they actually get that sort of leeway to just head in towards that battle so easily and pull back up. Well, there's also the Kaja as well. Imagine just locking him on that sort of that perfect moment. So Gusion may not be able to do much, but late game might not matter, because if that Gusion does hit the late game, then boy, he's gonna be in the pain. Well, of course, shout out to the guy that's been wearing that Evos cap and staring to the camera for the entirety of the thing. He needs a little bit more of that merchandise. We'll talk to the manager for you, maybe.
Specifically guy in that camera. Oh man, this is gonna be one interesting thing to explain. But yeah, overall, this matchup has been particularly exciting. You can hear the crowd. Unfortunately, you guys might not be able to hear it, but we've got a full crowd here in Axiata, and it's going to be one heck of a game.
Well, it's guaranteed that we're in for a show, and I've never really thought it will all boils down to this. Down to the final game. It's either the completion of the reverse sweep or RRQ and Keon here proving that they are still better than Evos Legends.
Oh, I don't know, dude. I really don't know. Like, in my perspective, if I was a viewer, I'd be like, is this scripted? Excuse me, first best of 7, already going to a 3-3? It really isn't. Both sides are trying their absolute best to try and secure the win for themselves. And honestly, I think Evos as well as RRQ would have been very happy coming out of this with a 4-0.
Oh yes, and indeed, they should be happy with their performance at the very least. There's so many clutch moments, so many turnaround events, so many upsets. And of course, a couple of all these blunders being taken out because there was so many point of time that there's so much on the line, and yet they proved to perform out of the unthinkable, out of all these sort of moments where we thought was impossible. Evos as well as RRQ. These are the two names that you should remember in the world of Mobile Legends.
Well, we're making history here as the game is being loaded up for both of these sides. I can't wait to see the lineups before we set this up to go to the final game of today. And it's been an exciting day overall, but can you imagine the pressure coming into this one last game to really bring your team to be considered the best in the world?
Yep.
I can't imagine.
Nobody could have imagined this, but you have to see it to believe it. And now we're slowly getting ourselves ready for the final showdown of the Mobile Legends Bang Bang M1 World Championship 2019. And GDQ, of course, huge honor to be casting alongside with you so far for this grand finals. And now we're gonna go in to have a look at this matchup here. Lemon, Liam, and the rest of RRQ tries to make sure that they secure this final point. And Evos Legends, we talked about reverse sweep. You think this is going to be happening with this round?
Arguably, it's hard to say. It's truly going to be a difficult feat for both sides as they are both hungry to take this crown for themselves here. I mean, Rec Luminaire, Donkey, Juan, as well as Aura, they're going to be looking to end this game with a bang. But the same can be said for RRQ. All bets are off. We're just going to have to wait and see, because this game is going to be who can execute better, who can play better, who can make that decision faster.
Well, it will be swift. And now we're heading in for the final time of M1 World Championship. It's RRQ versus Evos Legends. RRQ and Keon will be on the red side here. Evos Legends on the blue side here. This grand finals is just going in with a bang.
Now, it has begun. Both teams aren't going to go for anything too flashy here, but for the most part, they are leaving Gusion by himself in the mid lane. He doesn't want to do too much, but this kind of gives the signal for the rest of the team to do something. Oh no, Liam, he's in trouble. He might be the first to go down. First blood has been secured for Evos Legends.
Win condition enabled, some may say, as one. The hyper carry of Evos Legends here gets that head start, and we'll see these Lunox buying all the ability powered items as she can get.
Yeah, and this is surprising because number one, what is Liam doing? He's playing the support position. I get that you can't run away in the same direction as the Changa. Oh no, wait, Bacha, Aura, he's in trouble. They're trying to turn this around. He flickers it over, but luckily he does have a little bit of space to work for. But getting back to the point, what was he doing, especially with a high pressure game? He can't make mistakes like that.
Well, I think that is definitely misposition that comes down to that sort of position that he forced. But here goes Donkey though. It will be a little bit of that hard tussle for him in that sort of sense. But over on the bottom side, look at that, Juan on his second kill streak.
They're getting the momentum. You can feel it. And you can already see Vin. He's been chucked out pretty low, but I don't think they're going to go for the dive just yet. They're making sure Aura starts getting ahead. I mean, Donkey, he's not exactly kind of rotating
There we go.
Mid and bottom. Rek gets the first turret, and the crowd is ecstatic.
We know why they are ecstatic, because this could be it. Reverse sweep. I can't stop saying this word because I could not believe it myself. And I'm starting to believe it. I'm starting to think that one, if he's not being stopped on the track, he might be bringing this one in.
Liami's in trouble. He gets pulled away. The Divine Judgment as well as Baxia knocking right into him. Great stun. Wombo combo from Evos Legends. They're going to maintain control over this turtle. It's a great game so far as they extend the lead to Tsukere. Luminaire, he's right on top. The Turquoise Croissant has been popped already to deny them space. He's trying to make something happen. He doesn't get it. He has to get out. It's over. They're being pulled. Finn is going to be the next to fall. They are crumbling under the pressure.
Lunox, oh Lunox. They deserve a brand new skin for Evos Legends with this stellar performance. 4 kills in the span of less than 3 minutes. Now Lemon have to fall back. They are all pretty much on the low. Aura getting chased from here. And, well, let's have a look into the graph because they just got themselves at 2.5k mark.
This is such a huge blow for RRQ. They can't be making mistakes like that. Why are they in this misposition areas and giving Evos the respect they absolutely don't deserve because they're overextending in too many areas. Then one, RRQ holding their ground. Liam, he's gonna pull in Donkey, but he might be in trouble here as they pull in with the Divine Judgment. Might actually be going through. They actually get the first kill onto Finn. He pops out the revitalized glorious pathway. Ain't gonna be enough with 3 members shoving down his throat. He's not gonna be out of this awkward situation.
Sacrificial Lamb will not go down in vain as we look at the rest of Evos Esports here. Evos will have Luminaire just try to block up some shots, but Rek is eyeing on the prize, which will be the tier 2 top lane. And mine, there's no answers in response, and they go crashing in. What should they do? RRQ on this really back foot. They now have to find a way to stop this Baxia, and they will take it down.
Yeah, Baxia goes down, but they put quite a significant amount of damage into that top tier 2. Unfortunately, they couldn't extend the lead further. However, this is the same position they've been in before. 5k goal lead, but couldn't end the game. But 5k goal lead, they can end the game. It's kind of a 50-50 at this point.
Well, I love myself some of all these 50-50 traits. See that? Here comes Donkey pulling into place. A duet. Tuturu goes down. And there we go. Another kill well secured by Evos Legends.
Holy cow, Aura has a win talker at 4 minutes, 30 seconds into the game. This is not looking good for RRQ. They take Turtle, but Evos, they feel it. They are hungry. They have the crowd by their sides, and they are slowly wrapping this game so much faster than you would have expected. Lemon coming in with the meteor shower to kind of clear up the waves, with Liam using that arrival to protect that tier 2. They can't afford to lose another objective.
Now, speaking of depth this year, Kimi already on the push as well. Now these members of Rex Regum Kyo will be able to even go anywhere to touch onto one. And that's a level 9 Lunox that they're facing against everyone else on that level 6.
Bottom tier 2 is under siege here, as well as mid tier 2. What is going on? RRQ, they're letting go of this game. The pressure is really getting to them. They've already let go 7k ahead. Evos Legends, they might turn this around. They have the momentum, and now they want to take this inhibitor.
Well, that's definitely the way being cleared. One great shot coming from Rek. But man, this could be one of the quickest game history. Donkey goes in for the Divine Judgment. Killing spree for that Kimmy. Send the next one to back away. And now opening up the mid lane as well as the bottom side. Evil Legends not giving them that edge. Not letting them die. There it goes. Luminaire. There we go. Evil Legends double kill. Crushing this. This will be the fastest game ever that they could possibly pull out. All 2 members are still down and out, but they need to clear it. RRQ, they need to take pride in what they have to teach, and they need to stop them right now.
They're hungry. They are so hungry. They can feel the killing blow coming closer and closer to RRQ's throne. The Tigers are hungry, and the killing blow is so soon as the last inhibitor falls. Baxia goes in, the divine judgment onto Liam. They are pushing forward. Finn can't deal with the darkening as the backline is in trouble. Donkey goes down. Sin finds the initial catch, but it's a 2-for-1 trade. It's not looking good. Lemon, he's so low. They need minions a little bit more, and this game is pretty much over and done.
Can they pull up an upset? Sin now getting chased by Luminaire. Baxia falling low as well, but there's no time for this cat and mouse chase.
This is,
Luminaire.
this is honestly the biggest lead we've seen so far. They are ahead by 12K.
Aura!
They find him! Oh my god, Aura! He sees the opportunity. He collapses on top of him. 12K goal lead at 7 minutes into the game. RRQ are crumbling.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. Grand finals. There we go. Donkey with the pickup once again. Divine judgment. You should have banned out this conduct. Evos Legends. They are now on the lead.
Here it
Looking
is.
for the win as well. They're taking down Finn to 50%. There we go. That much of the kill being secure. But instead, Luminaire escorting that minion whip. Going into the bottom side. They are trying to find the leeway. They are trying to negate them from exiting the base.
All right, 4 more seconds until Chang'e comes back. They could look to clear the waves. They're looking for some options as the wave slowly creeps into RRQ space. Here it is, the final push. They're going in for it. They're looking to destroy the crystal. The backline's in trouble. The blazing duet ain't enough. The arrival from Liam buys enough time. 5 for 3. They've done it. They have done it. Well played to your new world champions of F1. It's gonna be from Indonesia, Evos Legends.
Evos Legends have done it. The reverse swing complete. The curse have been broken. And now everyone hail to the new kings of Mobile Legends. Bang, bang.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see them lift that trophy. Let them savor this moment here in Axiata Arena for the first F1. This is going to be your new F1 2019 champions, Evos Legends. Congratulations.
The perfect year for the White Tigers of Indonesia. They have been looking for this for their entire lives. Let's give it up for our champions right here as they will walk to lift that crown.
Oh my lord. Evo's well-deserved game. They played so convincingly. They locked them down. RRQ suffering such a huge loss. This is an incredible victory coming in from Evos Legends. They go to shake their hands. Truly, these guys are honorable players.
It was not RRQ's day.
Just wasn't that. Best of 7 really exhausted them. And I think finally under that pressure, they just couldn't deal with it anymore. And truly, what a beautiful day for Evos Legends.
All smiles for the boys.
Here
Tears
it is.
dripping out of joy. They're taking one step in. And now they are at the top to claim the throne. To claim this moment here. As they will be lifting the crown. Evos Legends will be the champions of Mobile Legends Bang Bang F1 World Championship 2019.
Here is the best team in the world standing before your eyes. Truly deserved. Thank you to Evos Legends for bringing this a great game.
Well, this has been a perfect run for us. This is Contra as well as Fatal Flash here, passing it back to our MCs. And we shall bid you good night. And let's celebrate this entirety of this moment right here.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, memperkenalkan juara Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019 M1 Evos Legends! US$ telah dimenang oleh pasukan ini selepas beberapa hari bertanding antara satu sama lain.
Betul tu, mereka melalui group stage dan kini playoff mereka sampai ke final dan Evos Legend adalah pemenang untuk M1.
Beribu-ribu tahniah, beribu-ribu syabas kepada Evos Legends. Setiap langkah diambil, setiap halangan diredah.
Di mana penyokong Evos Legend?
Memperkenalkan dan menjemput Logan Shaw, Esports Director daripada Munton untuk memberikan medal kepada pemenang-pemenang kita.
Okey, player boleh berata di sini untuk menerima medal. Dan berata.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, Logan Shaw, Esports Director, mempersembahkan mereka dengan medal mereka.
Thank you to our VIP. Thank you to Encik Logan Shaw. Okey. Sekarang masa untuk mengumumkan MVP. Tapi sebelum tu saya ingin menjemput VIP kita ke atas pentas iaitu Encik Nelson Min Yang Woon, Regional Marketing Manager Southeast Asia daripada Muntun, untuk naik ke atas pentas untuk memberi cek kepada MVP. Okey guys, terima beratur untuk dapatkan cek daripada MVP. Okey, sebelum tu cuba teka siapakah MVP untuk M1? Apa, tak dengar lah? Okey. MVP untuk M1 2019 Mobile Legend Bang Bang adalah Aura. Ya, kamu. Ya.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, kami akan ada satu sesi temu bual bersama dengan pemenang-pemenang kita, Evos Legends.
Sebelum itu kami membiarkan dulu mereka menikmati saat-saat untuk mengambil gambar. Anda juga boleh memberikan sorakan untuk Evos Legends sekali lagi.
Berikan tepukan gemuruh kepada juara anda. Okey, kami akan ada sesi temu bual kita.
Okey. Kita nak sesi temu bual bersama MVP kita iaitu Aura. Sebelum itu terima kasih kepada VIP kita iaitu Encik Nelson. Thank you so much. Okey. Okey Aura. Aura MVP untuk M1. Dia agak terkejut lagi.
Masing-masing terlalu excited.
Excited.
Memang hebat. Saat-saat yang akan diingati
Betul tu.
seluruh hidup
Okey.
mereka.
Aura, apakah perasaan you setelah diumumkan sebagai MVP untuk Mobile Legends Bang Bang 2019 M1?
Aneh.
Aneh kenapa?
Ya, harusnya Wan yang MVP lah. Kenapa harus aku?
Aura cakap kenapa harus aku? Okey, terima kasih. Okey guys, berikan tepukan gemuruh kepada Aura.
Satu lagi soalan daripada kita semua. Apakah perasaan anda sekarang berada di atas pentas dinobatkan sebagai juara Mobile Legends Bang Bang World Championship 2019 M1? Apakah perasaan anda bila pulang balik kepada Indonesia?
Very happy.
Itu saja.
Saja.
Memang simple, memang santai sangat pemain-pemain kita.
Okey Haun, last. Kata-kata yang anda ingin berikan kepada semua penyokong anda semua.
Thank you yang udah support Evos Roar.
Okey, rasanya semua dah excited, semua dah happy dah ni Haun.
Saya rasa itu saja sesi temu bual kita.
Betul tu.
Tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, juara anda Evos Legends!
Okey, sebelum itu kami ingin mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada penaja utama kami iaitu U-Mobile dan YouTube Gaming. Kita bukan saja bersiaran langsung di Axiata Arena Bukit Jalil, kita juga bersiaran langsung di YouTube Gaming dan M1 ini dibawakan khas oleh Muntun. Oleh itu kami pengacara